Hello, Sangas. How are you doing? I hope you are well. Okay, today we are going to focus on two of the energies that we learned last day, right? And they are light and heat energy, all right? Okay, so here we go. Light. Light is a form of energy, of course, and light can be from a natural source, like the light of the sun or the light of a lighting, and light can be from an artificial source, for example, a candle or a torch, right? So, light from natural sources, light from artificial sources. Okay, some characteristics of light. When the light hits an object, it reflects or bounces back, right? It reflects. The light always moves in straight lines. Yes, always straight lines. Cannot go like this. Yes, no, it always goes straight and reflects on the objects. So, if the light reflects on a surface that is smooth, like this one, yes, all the rays of light reflect in the same direction. Do you see? All of them in the same direction because the surface is smooth. But if the surface is not smooth and is rough like this, the rays of light reflect in different directions like this. Yes, do you see the difference? Smooth surface, rough surface. That's why we can see the pictures very clear on a mirror because the surface of a mirror is very smooth, and we don't see very clear the picture, yes, the reflection of the object on a surface like water, because water is raw, is not smooth. Yes, so light reflects when the light hits an object. Yes, if the surface is smooth like mirrors, all the rays of light reflect in the same direction, but if the surface is rough, they reflect in different directions. That's why we cannot see very clear the picture, right? Okay, more characteristics of light. Refraction. What is this? Okay, when light passes from air to water, for example, the light changes direction. Do you think that this object is broken? No, it is not broken. We see like this because of the refraction of light. When the light passes from one place with a density to another one with a different density, the densities are different from air to water. On that point in which the light changes from air to water, changes direction. Yes, so that's why we see like this is broken. You can do this experiment at home if you want. Yes, this is called refraction of light. Remember, when the light passes from one substance with one density to another substance with another density, yes, changes direction. This is refraction. And then we have the lenses. What are the lenses? The lenses are curved glass or plastic that make that we can see the objects bigger or smaller. depending on the curvature of the piece of glass or plastic, we can see the objects bigger or smaller. For example, microscopes, glasses, telescopes, binoculars, cameras use these lenses. This is another characteristic of light. Okay, the light that we see is white, but this light that is white is made up of all these colors that are the colors of the rainbow. All these colors together make the white light. Yes? Okay, so how do we see the colors? It is very easy. Look, we have here the light of the sun, white. But remember, in this light, there are all these colors. Yes, we see white, but inside there are all these colors. So this substance, this material, absorbs all the colors except red. So what happens with the red light? The red light reflects and comes to our eye, so we see this red. I repeat, the light of the sun is white, but inside it has all these colors, the colors of the rainbow. This substance absorbs all the colors except the red light. So the red light reflects and is the color that we see. What happens if we see the object white? Okay, the objects that are white is because this substance doesn't absorb any of the colors. All the colors reflect, and all the colors together make white. That's why we see the object white, because all these colors that we see white reflect, and we continue seeing it white. Yes, there is no absorption of any color here in this substance. And what happens with the black color? Okay, the light comes, this substance absorbs all the light, all the colors, and no light, no color reflects. So, as no light, as no color reflects, we see that black. Yes? So, we review. This one absorbs all the colors except red. That's why we see red. This one absorbs no color, so all the colors reflect and we see white. And here, this substance absorbs all the light, all the colors. And that's why we see black, because no color is reflected. Okay? Right. Let's go with heat energy. Okay. You know that all the matter is made by little particles, atoms, that are always in movement. So the faster they move, the hotter the object, right? And that heat transfers from one object to another object. Yes? The heat always passes from the object that is hot to the object that is cold. If you have one object that is hot and one object that is cold, the heat passes from the hotter one to the colder one, right? Okay. And this transferring of heat has three ways, three different forms, right? This one is called radiation. What is radiation? The radiation is that the heat energy moves in waves through the air. Yes? Do you see the waves here? So, what happens if you put your hand here? Can you feel the heat energy? Yes, of course you can. Why can you feel the heat energy if you are not touching the fire? Because the radiation of the heat energy moves in the air doing these waves, and you can feel here the heat energy. You don't need to touch, right? That is radiation. The next one is convection, and this happens with liquids and with gases. Look at this liquid. If we put on the fire, the liquid that is at this part, at the bottom, gets hot and then goes up. And this liquid that is at the top goes down. And this is the movement of the water. When the water is hot, goes up, and when it is cold, go down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And at the end, all the water gets hot. That is called convection, and this is the same for gases. Yes, the air that is hot goes up, and the air that is cold goes down, making a circle, right? Here you can see very well in the picture how this liquid, this water, is making this movement all the time. Yes, hot up, cold down, right? Convection. And the last one is the conduction. For the conduction, we have to touch, or we have to have two objects in contact. For example, the hand and this handle. Yes, do you see the handle and the hand? They are in contact. So when the two objects, in this case the hand and the handle, are in contact, the heat energy passes from the object that is hot to the object that is cold. So we are going to feel that this is hot because the heat energy passes directly from the handle to the hand, right? There are two types of materials. Some of them are conductors and some of them are insulators. Okay, the conductors are those that transmit very, very well the heat energy. For example, metals. This handle is made of metal, so the heat passes through the metal to the hand very easily. But the insulators, the matters that are insulators, don't transmit the heat energy so easy, don't transfer the heat so easy. So if this handle would be, for example, made of wood or of plastic, we could touch with no problem because wood and plastic are insulators and the heat energy cannot pass so easily through them, right? So remember, radiation, the heat energy transfers doing these waves through the air. Convection for liquids and gases, when they are hot go up and when they are cold go down and they start doing these circles. The same for the gas. And conduction when the two objects are in contact, right? And depending on the type of material, the heat energy transfers very easily or doesn't transfer so easy. All right? Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye.